This is question number 31 of the first midterm exam. So we are given a table with the quantity of output as well as the capital and labor amount. The table in the above figure shows the levels of output resulting from different levels of inputs. Return to scale are greatest at which level of output? So the return to scale is defined to be the proportional change in the output with respect to a proportional change in the inputs. In other words, suppose we double the inputs for both the capital and labor. What happens to the output? So if the output also doubles, then that's a constant return to scale. And if the output is less than doubled, then that's the decrease in return to scale. And if the output is more than doubled, then that's the increase in return to scale. So to answer this question, first we need to understand the concept of return to scale. Then we just need to check whether the output increases more than in proportion to the increase in inputs to determine which levels of output has the greatest return to scale. So we are given first 4 choices: A, B, C, and D. A is from 100 to 200 units, B is from 200 to 400 units, and C is from 400 to 600 units, and D is there's insufficient information to answer the question. So we just check each of these choices. So A, 100 to 200 units. So from 100 to 200 units, the output doubles. So what happens to the input? The input is increase for the capital increases from 3 to 5, and for the labor increases from 6 to 10. So the increase in both the capital and labor is so let's do a simple calculation. Is 5/3, which is actually equal to 10/6, right? This is the first one is the increase in capital, and the second one is increase in labor. So both equal. If we pull out our calculator, we'll find out this equals 1.67, right? So the key point here is that this is actually less than the increase, the proportional increase in output, because here output obviously doubles. So if the output increases more than in proportion to the input, then this is the increase in the return to scale. So A has an increase in return to scale. So what about B? From 200 to 400 units. So again, this output doubles, and then what happens to the inputs? For capital, it starts from 5 and increases to 10, and for labor, start from 10 and increases to 20. So both inputs actually also double. So in this case, this is a constant return to scale for B. So compared with A has a higher return to scale, and C from 400 to 600 units. So 400 to 600 is less than doubled. Actually, it's increases by 1.5 times. And for the input, for capital increase from 10 to 15, and for labor increases from 20 to 30. So both capital and labor, they increase by, so let's say, increase by 15/10, which is actually equal to Let's go back. 30 over 20, so that's 1.5. Again, this not again, actually, in this case, the output is also less than doubled, increases from 400 to 600. So this actually equals 600 divided by 400. So in this case, this is also constant return to scale between 400 to 600 units. So from the A, B, and C, we can already determine that A has the highest return to scale. And so D is also incorrect, because based on the 3 levels of output, we can already determine that A has the highest return to scale. So we choose A. Let's see whether we got it right. Your input is correct.